On my 21st birthday, my mom asked me, "Are you going to visit your daughter this year?" I laughed, thinking she was making some weird joke about my dog Lucky. "What daughter? You mean Lucky? She's literally sitting right there begging for cake." I pointed at my golden retriever, who was indeed staring at the cake with saliva dripping down her face. My mom took the last gulp of her wine glass and pulled out her phone. She started scrolling through Facebook with her reading glasses perched on her nose. "No honey, your actual daughter, little Olivia. Look how big she's getting." She turned the phone toward me, and my entire world tilted sideways. There on the screen was a little girl with my exact same green eyes and the dimple in her left cheek that everyone in my family had. She was wearing a princess dress and holding a stuffed dinosaur. The caption read, "Olivia's third birthday party," and it was posted by Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper. The name hit me like a punch to the meat. She used to be our next-door neighbor and babysat me when I was younger. When I turned 18, she was 22 and home from college for the summer. We had this thing that lasted exactly one night, my first and only time. She'd insisted we didn't need protection because, according to her, you couldn't get pregnant the first time. I was young and stupid and believed her. "Mom, what the hell is this?" My hands were shaking as I stared at more pictures. The little girl at Christmas, at the beach, on a swing set. 3 years of a life I knew nothing about. My mom took another sip of wine and kept scrolling. "I don't understand why you keep avoiding her. She asks about you all the time. Look at this video from last month." She pressed play, and there was the little girl looking directly at the camera. "Where Dada?" she asked in that sweet toddler voice. "When Dada come?" Behind the camera, I could hear Riley's voice saying, "Maybe soon, baby." The room started spinning. My dad sat at the other end of the table rubbing his bald head. My sister wouldn't make eye contact. Even my aunt and uncle looked uncomfortable. They all knew. They all tried to shut my mom up. Every single person at my birthday party knew I had a daughter except me. "Mom, I need you to explain right now what's happening." My voice came out stranger than I intended. The other conversations at the table stopped completely. She looked genuinely confused. "What do you mean? After Riley decided to keep the baby, we thought you were just being stubborn about the whole thing. Your dad said to give you space and you'd come around eventually. Decided to keep what baby?" I stood up so fast my chair tipped backward. "She got an abortion. She asked you and Dad to drive her to the clinic. You told me it was taken care of." My mom's wine glass slipped from her hand and shattered on the floor. Red wine spread across the white tiles like blood. "What?" "No, honey. She changed her mind in the parking lot. We brought her home and helped her tell her parents. Don't you remember?" I didn't remember because I wasn't there. They told me to stay home that day. They said it would be easier for Riley if I wasn't around, that she needed space to heal. 2 weeks later, her whole family moved to Ohio because their church had basically exiled them for the teenage pregnancy scandal. My parents told me it was for the best, that we could all move on with our lives. "You told me she got the abortion," I repeated slowly, feeling like I was drowning. "You said it was done, that Riley needed to start fresh in Ohio without any reminders, without me." My dad finally looked up. His face was pale and his jaw was clenched tight. "We thought it would be easier for you to focus on college without the burden. You were so young. We made a decision to protect your future." "By lying about my daughter's existence?" I screamed. Actually screamed. I'd never raised my voice at my parents before, but 3 years of stolen time with my child was burning through my chest. "She's been alive for 3 years and you just forgot to mention it?" My drunk mom was crying now, ugly sobbing and holding back her puke. "We sent money every month, made sure they had what they needed. Riley promised not to contact you until you were ready. We thought you knew and just weren't ready yet." I grabbed her phone and found Riley's contact information. My hands shook as I added the number to my own phone. Everyone at the table was silent as I walked outside and made the call that should have happened 3 years ago. Riley answered on the second ring. "Mrs. Farley, is everything okay?" "It's not Mrs. Farley," I said quietly. "It's me. I just found out about Olivia. I swear to God, I just found out." The silence on the other end lasted forever. Then I heard her start to cry. "You really didn't know? This whole time I thought you were just another deadbeat who didn't care. Your parents said you needed time. I thought 3 years was enough time. We talked for 20 minutes. She invited me to come meet Olivia next weekend. I broke when she told me she'd been preparing for this day, even though she'd started to think it would never come. When I walked back into my birthday party, everyone was still frozen in place. I looked at each of their faces. These people I'd called family, who'd stolen 3 years of my daughter's life from me, who'd let a little girl wonder where her Dada was while I lived 20 minutes away, completely oblivious. I grabbed my car keys and headed for the door. "Where are you going?" my mom called out desperately. "To become the father I should have been 3 years ago. Don't ever contact me again." The last thing I heard was the sound of my mother sobbing as I walked out of my childhood home forever.